What's going on, YouTubers? It's the Natural Born Gorilla, and welcome everyone to All Elite Wrestling Review, the show from September 2nd, 2020, where to give you AEW Wednesday Night Dynamite results, and what pertains to this particular episode to being the AEW All Out 2020 Go Home Show edition. And they're at Jacksonville, Florida, in Daly's Place. You have good old JR Jim Ross, Excalibur, and Tony Schiavone. So the three men commentators of the Dynamite are officially back on the Dynamite, together. Where it pertains to Excalibur being gone for like a month at the whole debacle. I already talked about that debacle already. No need to talk about that again. It should never happen. Should never been even a discussion. It should need to be swept under the rug and never bring it up ever again. So yes, so here we go. Let's get to this. The opening show featured Proud and Powerful, Santana and Ortiz representing the Inner Circle, going up against the Best Friends, Trent and Chuck Taylor. The match began with the Best Friends going right after Santana and Ortiz as they made the entrance, and they started having a big brawl. Where it was incredible. That they started with this brawl. All of a sudden, the match ends up happening when Chuck Taylor was thrown off a table. I mean, off the stage, I meant to say, through a pile of chairs that was set by Santana, and that took out Chuck Taylor for a little bit. So basically, Trent had to do it on his own as the match began. Match began as being a pretty good match. In the end, it was Proud and Powerful winning with a street sweeper onto, I believe it was onto Trent. Yes, onto Trent. So yes, Proud and Powerful wins. So that means no revenge for Best Friends after what happened to Trent's mom's, minivan. And there you go. We get MJF cutting the promo backstage, along with one of his assistants, where it tends to, because this lawyer, um, Mark Streeling, I think that's his last name. He basically locked himself in the locker room. He didn't want to come out. So MJF tried to, say what's going on, man, and then everything. Try to calm him down, try to to persuade him to come out. And when he wouldn't do it, he had Warlow kick down the door, and Warlow took him out of there. And then MJF starts cutting his promo. His whole life and dream is about being a world champion, and he knows he is scared of Moxley, it's about the lawyer. But there is nothing scarier than getting in the way of his goals. Says that when men get in the way of his goals, bad things happen. And I think at that point he was screaming at him, and just was on his A game with his promos once again, and then basically literally threatens to throw him into the the wood chipper if he doesn't get in the ring with Moxley. I think it was here from that one he was screaming too, but basically MJF was not fooling around. And yeah, and Bobby he's still with his neck brace on, still with his crutches. And I see myself, okay, eventually he's got to stop with his whole charade thing. We'll get to that. But yeah, it was a good segment though. Good segment. You get an 8-man tag team match that featured SCU, Christopher Daniels and Frankie Kazarian, teaming with Prior Party, which is Isaiah Cassidy and Mark Quinn. They go up against the Young Bucks, Matt and Nick Jackson, and Jurassic Express, Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy, with Marcus Stunt there, whatever. But the point thing is that the Young Bucks have a new attitude, and they just didn't do the pose. They looked just serious and everything. Basically because after the whole thing that they did, by kicking out the Hangman Adam Page, what Hangman Adam Page did, costing them the opportunity of becoming number contenders for the tag titles. SCU they did a Black Panther tribute, by the way. I should point this out. SCU did a Black Panther tribute to Chadwick Boseman. and I thought it was nice because it's still a shock to us all folks that Chadwick Boseman, you know, who played Black Panther in Marvel movies, and he's gone. And another thing that was shocking too is that he never publicly announced that he had colon cancer for 4 years. He's been battling this while he was filming Marvel movies and other films as well. So rest in peace to Chadwick Boseman, and his legacy will live on. But yeah, nice that SU did that for Chadwick Boseman. So the match itself, basically, this match is one of those match will basically I mentioned this before. On my last review, basically rotates to the Thursday night that Dynamite review, the Thursday night Dynamite review that I did, where if SCU and Private Party wins, then they will face each other at All Out. If Young Bucks if Young Bucks and Jurassic Express win, they'll face each other at All Out. So match itself was pretty good. Matt Jackson, Nick Jackson was showing a mean streak here and showing signs that maybe they're going to be turning heel, maybe because what they did to this fan in the crowd, Matt Jackson. I'm obviously a Plant fan with a sign that represents him being a fan of Hangman and Page and drinking beer, whatever. And Matt Jackson treated his fan like he was a piece of trash. So I'm thinking myself, we're having a new turn twist here. What tends to the Young Bucks going to be turning heel here somewhere down the line. I don't know, but you'll find out once you hear me, my take on it when I do my own preview of all the all elite wrestling's returns to All Out. So yeah, Young Bucks and Jurassic Express wins. So that means Young Bucks and Jurassic Express will be facing each other at All Out. And Jungle, let's just say Young Bucks, not Jungle Boy. Young Bucks basically blew off Jurassic Express. That's what I was trying to say there. And there you go. We get Jake Hager walking into the locker room of Orange Cassidy and tells that Jericho wants him at ringside for his match, and that was it. And Orange Cassidy descends to a point where Jake Hager got annoyed and then pushes him away and then walks away. So basically, Jake Hager came in peace. He wants Orange Cassidy to be there to see what Jericho does to his opponent, which is the bad boy, Joey Janela, which we'll get to. We go backstage. We see Tully Blanchard gives FTR a pep talk. Says that they accomplished their first goal, of being the winners of the gauntlet match. Now the prize is right in front of them, which is the AEW World Tag Team Championship. Says that they have to go take it because Hangman and Page and Kenny Omega won't just give it away. And then Cash says something about Cash Wheeler. Um, he said that this match is the most important match of their careers, and he says their legacy means nothing if they don't win it. And then Dax Harwood said he likes the Hangman and Page, but he likes the prestige and honor of being the AEW World Tag Team Champions a little more. And that was it. Good promos from FTR. We get Tony Schiavone. He invites the best bout machine, one half of the AEW World Tag Team Champions, Kenny Omega, into the ring. And basically, and also I noticed that Kenny Omega was wearing a T-shirt, to pay tribute to Hana Kimura. This is basically a Hana Kimura T-shirt tribute on ProWrestlingTees.com. So, and it's unfortunate because recently Hana Kimura's birthday came up. Had she not died the way that she died, she will be 23 years old. A 22-year-old Hana Kimura no longer with us should never happen. and it was because of the cyberbullying, because it's something that she was talked into, bullied into in a way to act a certain way and that garbage reality show that should never be aired. It didn't need to happen, and I wish she would have had someone there to save her life, you know, basically to save her own life, because she, she was just too young to die. So good Omega wearing a t-shirt of Hana Kimura. Rest in peace of Hana Kimura. She'll be truly missed too. And also, happy birthday to Hana Kimura. I already did that on Twitter too, no, but I just want to say it here as well. Happy birthday to Hana Kimura. 20 years old, up in the heavens. Think it's been taken care of by God. So let's get to this thing. One more. So Twitch finally acts on Kenny Omega since the game thrown out of the elite, and says that Paige will have to live with the decision that he made. That Paige got taken by FTR, and that sort of thing happens, but that doesn't change the fact that they are going to beat FTR like they've beaten everyone else. Also, we get FTR come out. Tony Thatcher was out there along with them. Dax always said that they have a problem with. I mean, they don't have a problem with King Omega, and they just want to have a great athletic contest at All Out, and they basically want to do a toast, and they got chocolate milk for King Omega because they know how King Omega loves chocolate milk, but King Omega didn't care. He basically calls them dickheads and says that he doesn't want to waste his time with them. Says that it's 2-on-1, but notice that Tony is there and laughs and says, "Well, sure, 3-on-1. He doesn't care." Omega basically taunts Tully, and we're going to have a fight here. Also, the Hangman Adam Page comes out, and FTR they taunt the Hangman, and also you can see the Hangman and Omega were having at it a little bit as well. Show me to know that they're having issues now, and while this is going on, FTR they pick up the tag belts. And also, the Hangman is like, give them back, give them back. So they give them back, but they dropped it, obviously. So I guess it's a change of directions here. We don't know what's going to happen, probably, folks. But I'll talk more about that when I do the preview. So the Hangman gets the belts back. He hands to Kenny Omega, except for one thing. Omega was not even in the ring. So Hangman is wondering why he's not getting the belt, because he was right out of the ring, distancing himself away from the Hangman. So we don't know what's going to happen, folks. But I have a theory, which I'll talk more about that when I do the preview. I hope you tune in that one. Um, the next day, I will do a preview of it the next day before All Out even happens. But I got to find out the right time to do it though, because I'll be working. So um, yeah, it was good though. It was good. The best story going on right now is about the Hangman and Page, Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks, FTR, Tully Blanchard, and we're gonna see how it's all going to culminate at All Out. Chris Jericho is being interviewed by Alex Marvez. It was about a promo about his match against Orange Cassidy. Calls it the perfect culmination of their feud, and we're gonna see how that turns out too. For that, how do you pronounce it again? The I'm pretty sure it says it here somewhere. The Mimoso Mayhem match. Okay. Mimoso. Mimosa, I meant to say. Mimosa. Mimoso, I think. I can't. I'll get it right, folks. By the time the preview comes up, I will get it right. Let's move on to what happens next. Because next, the bad boy, Joey Janela, versus the demo god, Chris Jericho, being uncovered by Jake Hager. Wow. Orange Cassidy is there watching on. And Jericho basically destroys Joey Janela in this match. Joey Janela did have some offense, but this match is all Chris Jericho. In the end, Jericho goes for the code breaker and gets Georgina in the line teamer. At that point, Georgina was out cold, and I saw him tap out a little bit, and that was it. And after the match, Jericho continues beating up on Georginella, plays up Georginella because they exposed the turnbuckle, which exposes the steel, rams him into the head. Then Jericho also, he's wearing also during the match too. By the way, Jericho was wearing an Orange Cassidy T-shirt, and then he had some blood on that from Georginella. Placed it on his T-shirt of Orange Cassidy that Jericho was wearing, showing that the blood is good. It's basically a preview of what Orange Cassidy is going to look like at All Out. Orange Cassidy couldn't see no more. He gets in the ring, goes up against Jericho and Hager as well. So in case Kim out too, we're just coming to the aid of Georginella. But at that point, it was way too late. And that was it. Orange Cassidy did um find him off a little bit, but that was it. But yeah, I thought that was good. We get a video package highlighting the feud between Matt Hardy and Sammy Guevara, where the match is going to be contested on the Broken Rules, which I'll talk more about that on the preview. And it was good, probably, because this feud is becoming more bad blooded than ever before. Taz leads Ricky Starks and Brian Cage to the ring, says that All Out, one of his boys is going to win the Casino Battle Royal, and that's a fact. Says that Darby Allin is a dead man. Says that Lance Archer and Jake Roberts, they're not going to stand a chance. Well, Jake Roberts is not going to be in the match anyway, so. But says that the Archer, Taz was taunting Lance Archer, and then says that he can't deal with the Cage in Brian Cage. So then Jake Roberts comes out to interrupt Taz, says that all Taz and his boys are just a bunch of squirrels looking to get a nut. The way he said it was so funny. But they but they won't get enough as long as Lance Archer is around. Because whenever Lance Archer is around, anyone crosses his path, everybody dies. No teasing Taz and Jake Roberts fighting, which Taz can't do it anymore. Jake Roberts, he's old too, but Jake Roberts had the bad injuries that Taz got, with just has his neck injuries. But Jake Roberts, he's too old too. He can't be doing this anymore either. Even though he teased trying to do a DDT during a dark episode. So then Eddie Kingston comes out, leading his All Lives Can't Matter until Black Lives Matters group. Not just kidding. Says that his group is going to win, And Eddie Kingston is also going to be added to that match too, by the way, folks. And they were running each other's mouth. They were running basically Eddie Kingston told some Taz and Jake to shut up because everyone gets it. The legends and they want to run their mouths. Lance Archer is tough dude. He isn't tougher than Eddie Kingston. Says that Taz used to be around kill, killing guys. Now he's just a guy with who's big for nothing machines. So then we get Tony Benjamin coming out, beating out Shawn Spears. So Shawn Spears could be in the match too of the Casino Battle Royal. Says that not nothing as Kingston looks on. No, sorry. Yeah, Tony Benjamin going to say it actually. But Taz says that Starks and Cage will fight everyone, and that's exactly what happened. They started fighting everyone. Darby Allin comes out and start fighting Ricky Starks. Billy and Austin Gunn runs in the Gun Club. We get a couple of jobbers coming in as well. And I said to myself, yeah, I highly thought they were gonna be in the two, but I understand why they did this. It's a hype up, the Casino Battle Royal. Basically give us a preview of it, how it's gonna look. That's basically what it was. We also had JK coming out there too with Proud and Powerful of Santana and Ortiz, but then they get cut off by Best Friends out of nowhere. That seems so weird. How did the Best Friends even know they was coming out? Ah, but yeah, but they start fighting. Best Friends and Proud and Powerful, Proud and Powerful starts fighting, like to say. And after fighting, and also the other people fighting in the ring and outside the ring, we go commercial break. You come back from commercial break, and the fight still continuing, and and then they also they start moving on to a beer package, highlighting the recent success of the Dark Order. And Dustin Rhodes says that what Brody Lee did was unforgivable, and he will pay for it. Basically, been another match that's going to be at All Out. It's going to be the Dark Order versus Nightmare. Natural Nightmares, Matt Cardona, and Scorpio Sky. Now, when it comes to Dark Order, obviously Brody Lee, Coco Cabana, Stu Grayson, and Evil Uno. All right, now we get to a women's match. Thunder Rosa versus Serena Deeb. Let's say Serena Deeb. For those who don't remember who Serena Deeb is, Serena Deeb, when she was just called Serena, back in the PG era of when CM Punk was there, the Straight Society. That's who she was, with her head being shaved and everything. And before she was thick, and just had big breasts and everything. And she was good then, and she's good now. It's been years later since she's now got herself in good shape, and she don't have the big breasts anymore. I don't know what. I still don't know what was the reason of that either. I don't know. Maybe that's something that she wants to keep confidential. But she still looks good wrestler. I remember she returned to WWE, part of the Man Classic, and she did a very good job in that one. And she has been a trainer for NXT. She appeared on NXT at the time. Chance of her being a trainer and to break some fights, whatever. And then she was one of the people during the whole thing where WWE was doing the spring cleaning, firing people because of COVID-19. She was one of the people that got fired. And now here she is, Serena Deeb, is right here on AEW. Now it's not permanent that she's with AEW, but I hope she is because she still got it. She's still a good wrestler, and this proved it against Thunder Rosa. So this is their debut match against each other on AEW Dynamite on this home show edition for All Out. And Thunder Rosa and Serena Deeb went back and forth in the match. They went all out in this match. Obviously, it was all to showcase and highlight Thunder Rosa because she's going to be going against Hikaru Shida for the AEW Women's World Championship at All Out. But yeah, this match went long too, by the way. They had a commercial break. Came back from commercial break. Match to continue on. Both women stood looked great in the match. And I love the chemistry they had. And in the end, obviously in the end, it was Thunder Rosa with the Thunder Driver getting the win. And obviously she had to win because she's the one that's going to the pay per view. To the pay per view. She's the one that's being featured. She's the one that's being highlighted on the show. Not Serena Deeb. But I want Serena Deeb to get another chance in AEW. Hopefully AEW does consider that to give her another chance because she's good too, especially with her finding a new life, and turn her life around too. No, because she talked about before on Mania Classic. Her life went spiraling out of control after her time away from WWE when WWE first fired her, and then look at her now. She never looks any better than she was before. She looks like $1,000,000. So I hope AEW considers giving her an opportunity to be with All Elite Wrestling. Hopefully, she does become All Elite, Serena Deeb, because she is that damn good. It'll be a shame that you don't see more of her in the world of pro wrestling, especially when it comes to women's wrestling. Because Serena Deeb is one of those women's wrestlers that is one of the best in the world, and she really did turn her life around, where she's living the better life. But Thunder Rosa does get the win, and she's now got some a win on her belt where Pretend's going up against Hikaru Shida this coming weekend on All Out. And a reminder, Thunder Rosa is the NWA Women's World Champion. Jon Moxley says that all of the distractions of a pay-per-view main event will go away when the bell rings and it's MJF and Moxley. He asked MJF if he will be ready to kill or be killed once the bell rings, and said that MJF will need to be the meanest and nastiest he's ever been to have a shot of beating Moxley, saying that this is MJF's moment and asked what he'll do. He said that everything MJF has done until now is the easy part because now he has to get in the ring with Moxley. And that was it. And those were, and obviously, Jon Moxley, good promo. All right, Tony Schiavone, he interviews Big Swole. Remember the build up between Big Swole versus Britt Baker? Well, it's going to culminate at All Out, but on the buy-in. And all I can say is, thank God it's going to be on the buy-in. Because I never liked this feud. This feud sucks. Shit, Baker sucks. It's a waste of Big Swole's time. A big waste of time for a Rebel, not Reba. A waste of time for anyone else that was involved with this. So, Shit Baker, I'm sorry, Big Swole said that Shit Baker has been ducking and dodging her for the longest time, but she will know. I mean, she'll have no place to run, no place to hide at All Out, which is in the buy-in. She said something about tooth and nails. I see myself tooth and nails, and that ends up being the name of a match between Shit Baker and Big Swole for the buy-in. And I said, so what the hell is a tooth and nails match? So also let me see a woman who disguises herself as a pizza delivery woman, girl, whatever, and with a bad accent, by the way. At first, I thought it was Shit Baker, but it wasn't, because the real Shit Baker ends up attacking her from behind with the crutch, and the pizza they had, which they really had pizza there in the pizza box. I don't know if it was Domino's pizza or maybe one of those local stores pizzas, which those are good, always good. But he used that pizza and destroyed it onto Big Swole's face, and I was loving it. Because of what I've seen, there was toppings on there. Because I'm not the type of guy who tends to eat pizza. I hate toppings on pizza. Not saying it's bad, No, like Susie. That's bad. You know, but I'm not saying pizza toppings is bad. I'm not saying people that like pizza toppings are is bad. I just never been into any pizzas with toppings on it, especially when it tends to of what I heard those pineapple on on pizza. That alone is a reason why I praise it. I praise it too. So this is the only segment I'll ever praise Britt Baker. Yeah, you heard me right, folks. I'm praising Britt Baker what she did there, attacking Big Swole with the crutch, and the whole piece of smearing her face, putting her in the locked jaw. Now, besides all that, let's see what happens at All Out, the buy-in. If she hasn't improved anything in the ring, I still stand by what I said about her. Shit Baker can't wrestle. She sucks, and her character is not gonna do it for me. But pertains to how she's carrying her character, especially with her calling herself Michael Jordan. So there you go. Now the main event: John Moxley. He defeats Mark Stealing, steering, yeah, steering, Mark Steering, the MGS lawyer, and he was being covered by Warlow. Warlow didn't get involved. John Moxley won, obviously, and Mark Stealing, he was wearing a ridiculous starter kit Captain America outfit. All he was missing was the mask or helmet, whatever. It was ridiculous. I see Andy Kaufman wear a better ring attire than that. But in the end, he the lawyer, the lawyer Mark Steering, he did get some offense because he means poking the eye for saying he's lower. And by the way, for those who don't know, he is actually a wrestler. Smart Mark Steering. I'm not kidding you, folks. You can Google it yourself. Smart Mark Steering. That's his wrestling name. He's really a wrestler. And I knew from the moment that I saw him cut that promo when he was with MJF and his cabinets from weeks ago. I knew he was a wrestler because the way he cut that promo, like, wow, I think he's a wrestler. And sure enough, I was right. He is a wrestler. But Moxley wins with the pan down shift. After the match, Warlow attacks him. MJF comes out, and MJF got rid of the walker, got rid of the neck brace. It's a miracle, ridiculous. All because of a paradigm shift that is supposed to be a dangerous move that did that to all. Basically, all that did that to MJF, meant to say. So MJF beats up on Moxley, choking him, punching him, puts on the diamond ring, punches him, puts open Moxley, grabs on the blood Moxley, and rubs it on him and everything. Takes the belt, holds it up, and basically telling us you might see a new AEW World Champion dethroning John Moxley off of there, and MJF's going to take that throne and carry it. So, and that was it. That was basically it, folks. And as far as the matches, I will talk about that at on the preview for tomorrow. But here's the lineup so far for All Out 2020. Tooth and Nails match is Big Swole versus Britt Baker, which is going to be during the buy-in. Thank God, not on the pay-per-view. Broken Rules match. Sammy Guevara versus Matt Hardy. If Matt Hardy loses, he will leave AEW. I'm pretty sure you can figure out who's going in that match. Jurassic Express versus the Young Bucks. The Dark Order, which is going to feature Colt Cabana, Mr. Brody Lee, Evil Uno, and Stu Grayson versus Matt Cardona, Scorpio Sky, Dustin Rose, and QT Marshall of the Natural Nightmares. The Casino Battle Royal will feature Darby Allin, Lance Archer, Ryan Cage, Ricky Starks, Pentagon Jr., Ray Phoenix, The Butcher and the Blade, Eddie Kingston, Shawn Spears, Billy Gunn, Austin Gunn, Jake Hager, Santana, Ortiz, Chuck Taylor, Trent, Eddie, Um, yeah, I think this person put Eddie Kingston twice there. And and by the way, last I checked, I don't think Trent and Chuck Taylor are in there based on of what I saw from the other ones here. Actually, yeah, they are. Let me just refresh it. Let's just make sure. Okay, yeah, they are. Okay, I just probably didn't remember that. But anyways, but yeah, and there's more to be announced by the way. Uh, Hikaru Shida defends her AEW Women's World Championship against Thunder Rosa. Adam Page and Kenny Omega defends their AEW World Tag Team Championships against FTR of Cash Wheeler and Dax Harwood. The Minnesota, the Minnesota, the Minnesota, the Minnesota Mayhem match. You know, again, I will get that right for tomorrow's preview. It'll be Orange Cassidy versus Chris Jericho. Winner of this match is by pinfall, submission, or throwing them into the Minnesota tank, wherever. And finally, John Moxley defends the AEW World Championship against MJF, with the paradigm shift being banned. And there you go. That was the lineup, and that was All Elite Wrestling. Pertains to AEW Dynamite, pertains to its Golden Show edition for All Out 2020. All right, five matches were the total for AEW Dynamite, the show from September 2nd, 2020. And my overall show rating for the show, I have to say, this show was great. I love the Go Home Show edition of the show, 10 out of 10. And with that being said, thank you for watching. Hope you all tune in after this, because after this I will do well, I don't know when, I don't know what time I'll be doing it, but I'm gonna try to do it eventually later. Um but later on, hope you all tune in for my other All Elite Wrestling review, where it tends to AEW Dark Results. But first, I gotta watch it. I haven't seen it yet, because yes, there was not an AEW Dark show that happened on September 4th of 2020, which um you know we're about 2 hours away before that, before September 4th ends. And I will do a review of that one later on after I get to watch that. But in the meantime, um, hope you all enjoy. You all stay well, stay safe, take care of everything that's going on in the world. Take care of yourself and everything that's going on in the world. Love one another, live in peace and harmony. God bless. So I will be back later on, folks, for your AEW Dark results from September 4th, 2020, where it tends to my next AEW from my next All Elite Wrestling review. And for those who won't be tuning in, hope you'll enjoy the rest of your night, and you'll take care, and ta for now.